Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. You can attempt the quiz in this app and you can read detailed explanation. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. We have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Now, let's start. So the first question is, Nimbus is a flagship cloud service project of which country? So it is a flagship cloud service project of Israel. Cloud services means online storage facilities. So recently, Israel government selected AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, and Google for $1 billion project to provide cloud services for the public sector and military sector of Israel. So these two were selected by the government of Israel for cloud services project. This is going to be a 4-phase project. Next question is, what is the theme of Earth Day 2021? So the theme was Restore Our Earth. Every year, Earth Day is celebrated on 22nd of April. And this year, it is special because this year we celebrated 51st anniversary of this Earth Day. Please note that the United Nations has designated 22nd of April as International Mother Earth Day. So 22nd of April was celebrated as Earth Day. On the other hand, 24th of April was observed as World Day for Laboratory Animals. Apart from that, 24th of April was also observed as National Panchayati Raj Day. Now in this context, few important points are, first thing first, for Panchayats we have 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. For urban cooperative bodies we have 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. This 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act was enacted in 1992 and it became effective on 24th of April in 1993. That's why 24th of April is significant. Now, this 24th of April is also significant in the context of Keshwanand Bharti case. This Keshwanand Bharti case is the case which laid the foundation of basic structure doctrine of our constitution. Now answer in comment box, which state of India is the first state in our country to have Panchayati Raj system? Apart from that, 24th of April was also celebrated as World Veterinary Day. In addition to that, 24th of April was also celebrated as International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace. On the other hand, so this was in the context of 24th of April. On the other hand, 23rd of April was celebrated as World Book and Copyright Day, and 21st of April was celebrated as World Creativity and Innovation Day. Next question is, COVID technology has been developed by which institute? So it has been developed by IIT Kharagpur. With the help of this technology, the COVID test results can be obtained within 45 minutes of sampling, and these results can be seen using a smartphone application. So recently IIT Kharagpur was in news as it commercialized its COVID diagnostic technology that detects various infectious diseases including COVID-19. Now in the context of COVID, 1st of May is important because government has announced that from 1st of May, people above 18 years of age will be vaccinated. And we have 3 vaccines so far: Covaxin, Covishield and Sputnik V. This vaccine is from Russia and recently it was given approval. Next question is, what is the name of NSE's index? NSE stands for National Stock Exchange. So what is the name of index of NSE which has completed 25 years recently? So index is Nifty 50. It is a flagship index of NSE. NSE is National Stock Exchange. Recently, this index was in news because it completed 25 years on 22nd of April. Originally, it was launched in 1996. So it is an index of top 50 companies. When this index was started, at that point of time, it showed top 50 countries. Now, after 25 years, only 13 of those companies are still in top 50. Please note that NSE is National Stock Exchange and it is the first dematerialized electronic exchange in our country. It was established in 1992. It is in Mumbai. We have one more stock exchange. It is BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. It is Asia's oldest stock exchange. Next question is, what is the full form of term CPC pertaining to the violations of religious freedoms? So recently This entire issue was in news because of USCIRF. What is USCIRF? It is US Commission on International Religious Freedom. Recently, this commission has recommended the US government to place India on the CPC list, that is, countries of particular concern for violation of religious freedom. As per this, there is not much religious freedom available in our country. And this also recommended the imposition of certain sanctions or restrictions on the Indian individuals and entities which are responsible for violating religious freedoms. Now please note that this is recommended by US Commission on International Religious Freedom. USA was also in news because of No Ban Act. So USA was in news because of USCIRF and USA was also in news because of No Ban Act. What is this No Ban Act? This aims to limit the ability of US President to impose travel ban on the basis of religion. See, when Donald Trump was president, he had imposed travel restrictions on the Muslims. Now, this specific law prohibits the president of USA to impose travel ban on basis of religion. See, this is how power works. On one side, USA had imposed ban on the Muslims because of their religion, and on another side, the Commission of USA is preaching others about religious freedom. Next question is, with reference to recent NASA project, what does M in MOXIE stand for? So M stands for Mars. Recently, the Perseverance mission of NASA has extracted oxygen on the planet Mars using this MOXIE. What is MOXIE? It is Mars Oxygen in situ resource utilization experiment. Please remember its full form. In examination, they may ask you, so what is this entire issue? See, on the surface of Mars, CO2 is available. CO2 is carbon dioxide. So it makes up to 96% of the gas in the atmosphere of Mars. The oxygen on the surface of Mars is very limited. It is only 0.13%. Now this MOXIE convert CO2 on the surface of Mars into O2. That is from carbon dioxide to oxygen. Recently, one more Mars mission was in news. It is HOPE probe. Answer in comment box. HOPE probe is a Mars mission by which country? Next question is, as per IEA report, by what percentage of CO2 emissions in India in 2021 will be higher than that of 2020? That means how much more CO2 will be emitted by India in 2021 as compared to 2020. So recently IEA, that is International Energy Agency, released a report. As per this report, India is going to emit 1.4% more CO2 as compared to previous year. The report also stated that the expected increase or expected rise in the coal-based electricity generation would be 3 times more than the generation from other sources. So electricity is generated from coal, from other sources such as water-based projects, that is hydropower. But as per this report, the expected rise in coal-based electricity generation would be 3 times more than the generation from other sources. Now, if we talk about IEA, that is International Energy Agency, it is Paris-based organization and it works in the framework of OECD, that is Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. It is known for its reports such as Global Energy Review and World Energy Outlook. So these two are released by International Energy Agency. OECD is Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. The headquarters of OECD is in Paris in France. Next question is, what is the name of program which is backed by WHO, that is World Health Organization, that aims to fund young people's idea to combat COVID-19 impact? So the name of this program is Global Youth Mobilization. So idea is to support, so the intention behind this initiative is to support the idea of young people to combat the impact of COVID-19 in various communities. So this initiative is supported by both WHO and United Nations Foundation. Various other international organizations have supported this initiative. Next question is, which state or union territory has recently formed an oxygen audit committee? So this has been done by Delhi. That is, government of Delhi has constituted a 24-member oxygen audit committee because of acute shortage of medical oxygen in hospitals across Delhi. So now this committee is going to monitor the oxygen stocks and their consumption. Now, in the context of shortage of oxygen, recently Oxygen Express was in news. So country's first oxygen express departed from Andhra Pradesh to supply oxygen to Maharashtra. Apart from that, recently Haryana government launched COVID emergency loan scheme. So what is the objective of this COVID emergency loan scheme? Objective is to provide loan facility to the entrepreneurs for supplying oxygen and medicines. So this is a facility for entrepreneurs to provide emergency loan to them for supplying oxygen and medicines. Next question is, which space agency has launched a mission named SHIELDS? So this has been done by NASA. NASA is the space agency of USA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So the name of mission is SHIELDS. It stands for Spatial Heterodyne Interferometric Emission Line Dynamics Spectrometer. Here, full form is not that much important. You just need to remember that it is a mission of NASA. And this is a mission to study the light from interstellar particles which are drifted in the solar system. Recently, NASA was also in news because of its helicopter ingenuity. NASA was also in news as recently US President Joe Biden nominated Bill Nelson to serve as the next administrator of NASA. Now please note that Ingenuity is a helicopter of NASA and an Indian origin NASA engineer is behind this helicopter and his name is Bob Balram. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news events. So first is QR. So recently BFSL in collaboration with MasterCard launched world's first QR on card program. Why it is important for exam? Because it is world's first such initiative. What is BFSL? It is Bank of Baroda Financial Solutions Limited. It is a subsidiary of Bank of Baroda. Next is BitX. So it is a UAE based cryptocurrency exchange. Why it was in news? Because recently it became the first cryptocurrency exchange in India to provide investment declaration report for all its investors. So it is going to provide investment declaration report and it has become the first such cryptocurrency exchange to do so. It is a UAE based cryptocurrency exchange. Next is Hambantota port. So it is a port in Sri Lanka. Recently it was in news because a China bound ship was asked by the Sri Lankan authorities to leave. Why? Because there was a uranium on this ship and uranium is a radioactive material and uranium was available without prior approval. That is why the Sri Lankan authorities asked the ship to leave the Hambantota port. Next is China's Belt and Road Initiative. So recently this was in news because Australia cancelled the agreement of Victoria State to join China's BRI initiative. See, what is this entire issue? Like we have different states. Suppose we have Odisha. Now again, I am just giving you an example to make you understand. Suppose Odisha signed an agreement with China directly. Now, Government of India said that Odisha cannot sign agreement with another country directly. So this is the same scenario. Victoria is a state in Australia and it had signed an agreement with China for Belt and Road Initiative. Now, Government of Australia said that we are going to cancel it because it is against the foreign policy. That is, decision of Central Government of Australia is going to override the decision of Government of Victoria. Next is Atanu Chakrabarti. So recently RBI approved appointment of Mr. Atanu Chakrabarti as the part-time chairperson of HDFC Bank. Next is Rumana Sinha Sehgal. So recently Rumana Sinha Sehgal was in news as she won the Nelson Mandela World Humanitarian Award. Next is Climate Exchange Explained for One and All. So this is an ebook. Recently this ebook was released by Akash Ranson. Next is Rekha Menon. So recently Ms. Menon was in news as she became the first woman chairperson of NASSCOM. What is NASSCOM? It is National Association of Software and Services Companies. So she became the first woman chairperson of this NASSCOM. On the other hand, TCS President Krishnan Ramanjum is going to be the vice chairperson of NASSCOM. Next is Sambandh Finreserve Private Limited. So it is an Odisha based entity and recently it was in news because RBI has issued a show cause notice. RBI has issued a show cause notice to this entity prior to cancellation of its license. In simplest term, RBI has asked this entity that why we should not cancel your license. Next is hashtag AffordableS for GOV Innovation Challenge. So it is a challenge by MEITY, that is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and it is a challenge for free and open source software in government. Next is dividends up to 50%. So first thing first, what is dividend? Suppose you purchase shares of company ABC. You purchase shares. Now At the end of year, the company may distribute some of its profit back to its shareholders. Now again, let me oversimplify it. Suppose you purchased 10% share in this company and this company earned 100 rupees as profit. Now this company decided that we should distribute 30 rupees as dividend and remaining 70 will be reinvested. So this 30 rupee will be distributed back to its stakeholders. So how much you are going to get? You will get 3%. How much you are going to get? You are going to get 3 rupees because 10% of 30. Now this is oversimplification just to make you understand. Now recently this entire issue was in news because RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, has allowed commercial banks to pay dividends on the profits, and as per this recent notice by RBI, banks may pay dividends up to 50% of what they have paid before the COVID scenario. So you just need to remember this 50% and you need to understand the concept of dividend. In simplest term, dividend is a reward that a company gives to its shareholders. So these were the most important news events. Please note that the test is provided in a separate video. So in order to check your learnings, please attempt that test seriously. Thank you, and that's all for the day.